Hey there, it's Paddy here, and over the past decade that I've been building websites and marketing businesses, it's always been a bit of a challenge to get the content together for whatever website we're building or maybe a campaign that we're going to run. I'm actually going through this process today with the Rotary Club of Wauchope, and I thought it would be a really great opportunity to share with you my process, and feel free to borrow from it if you like, and I hope it's helpful. So this process really is very simple. The idea is that we take a traditional Word document, but we put it on the cloud. In this case, I'm using Google Docs, but you can use OneDrive, you can use any of those other platforms you like. The main priority here is to have a collaborative document online where everybody can actually contribute. When we look at this document here, you'll notice at the top, I actually make mention right up the top here that you can comment on the page. All you need to do is right click anywhere at all and you can actually start making comments. Let me show you that now. So the Rotary Club webpage, contact place for the community to find us, and so on. Are our bulletins private or public documents? Well, let's just highlight that line there and let's right click and comment. And now over here I can put, let's make these public. And put private notes in a password protected. Oh dear, I can't type. Document. Okay, and now I just comment away, and whoever logs in and has a look at this document can actually see that comment there. They can see it on the side of the document. If I was to stretch this out a little bit wider, you would see it in the view, but also you can click up here and you can see all of the comments that we've made. So I've made some other comments as we go down here, and let's just say that you've logged in, you're looking at the document and you think, yeah, I've got something to say about that. Just hit reply. It'll take you to that point in the document and you can just put what you want to put. So I think that is a great idea. Of course I do. I wrote it. And you hit reply, and then you've got like a little chat section all about that particular area of your document. How fantastic is that? So people don't just have to jump in and start typing. They can jump in and highlight text. They can even potentially write what they think should go in that area of the document themselves, and other people can respond, and it's just super collaborative and super easy to come up with some really great copy. And that is what we're trying to achieve here. One good point is that you can actually delete those extra comments if you want. So if we go down here and we click on this little button here, I can delete that. So that's one thing we can do. And the other thing to take note of is whatever you highlight is what's going to show up when we actually click on the comments section up the top here. So you can see here that how to join, where is that? Up the top here, how to join. It gives you a little snapshot so you know where that particular comment has been made and maybe what it relates to. So that in a nutshell is what we're doing here, and if that's enough information for you, you can jump right out of this video now and you can go and crack on. But I'm going to just take this a little bit further and give you some more insights into the process that I follow for actually building out what we actually want to put on a website, because that's something that you really need to think about. Every single page that goes onto a website should have a reason for being there. Okay, you don't want to have people clicking around unnecessarily, particularly as most people are going to be accessing your website from their mobile phone these days. Now, you can see here I've got a bit of an introduction, and then I have this section on navigation. So I've notated here that pages are bold with the subpoints below each page representing content to be displayed on that particular page. Okay, so we've got the about page, welcome, introduction, meetings. So that's what's going on the page, and this is the actual page name. And then we scroll down a little bit further, we've got some more reading, and then another page, club projects and membership and Rotary Hall hire and so on. So once you put out your bullet points of what the pages are going to be. Then you can put bullet points underneath those that describes what's going to be on that page. In this case here, we've just sort of notated it down, but you can put it down however it sort of works for you. What I then like to do is I like to go through and actually build out that page content still within this same document. So what I've actually started here is I've actually written the About Us content, and I'm not putting this on a page called About Us. I think this should go right on the front page for the Rotary Club, because this is an introduction to somebody coming to the website for the first time, to let them know what the Rotary Club in Wauchope is all about. Just a side note, in Google Documents, you can actually just drag a picture. Certainly on Mac, you can drag a picture from your desktop straight into the document in your browser. And of course, you don't ever download the document, although you can. You keep it collaborative and you keep it online. I just thought I'd mention that. So we have here some copy for that page, for the home page, which is the About Us introductory text. And once we've got that organized, then we can come down here and you'll notice I've actually blocked out an area for a form. So our forms are very important. We need to know what email addresses, who's going to receive these forms, and what are the fields that are going to be required as well. So we can block them out in this body section here. You'll notice up the very top here, I actually do have a little bit of a mention on the forms. Where are they? There we go, forms and templates. What are the forms and templates? Because there can be several types of forms. You can have a PDF form that people will download and then print off and fill it in and then scan it and send it back to you. But that is just such a lot of effort. I mean, I can barely talk about it. So we can actually put forms directly on the page. So what are the fields that we need people to fill in? Are they required fields or are they optional? So that's the sort of information we want. And we also absolutely need to know who's going to get that form. So just a little bit of planning and it makes things so much easier. So now what we need to do is we've done the About Us page, the home page, and we've got these other pages we need to work on, but I'm kind of struggling because I've got to go back up to the top of the document and then down again and choose the next one. I'm just not going to be able to do that. So I'll grab this URL here and I'm going to bring in a new tab from over here. And I can simply paste in that URL and I'm going to get another instance of my Google Doc. How cool is that? So even though I have two windows open with the same document, Google's smart enough to handle all of that. And in fact, there could be a dozen people on this document right now and Google will figure out who's making what changes and it'll all work out just perfectly. So now on this side, I can come down here and I can see Club Projects. Okay, that's Club Projects and I've got a little bit of Latin text here. And now I just keep going. I'll just paste that there. So we've got our membership. So we pop that in here. Yep. And this part here, this is the button. You don't want your buttons to be too long, the navigation set itself. This here is actually the title on the page. Now that should be fairly descriptive. Okay, so I kind of like what we've written over there. What does it mean to be a Rotary member? Okay, and this is where we can introduce all of that information about membership, and I've got some placeholder text here to help everyone out. All I need to do now is continue through and create a little bit of block placeholder text for the Rotary Hall Hire, the Contact Us, and the membership area as well. And well, the team are going to be able to jump onto this document and fill all of that content out, review it all, make some comments, think about the whole thing. And then once we've done all that, we'll have a very, very easy time building out this entire website. So I hope you found this video helpful, And I certainly hope you find this strategy very helpful. It's a really great technique for working out not just what you want on the page, but why you want that on the page. Those call to actions that happen at the bottom of every page. What do we want the visitor to do now? And you can work your flow and get the whole thing sorted and have a fabulous website after you're all finished. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.